A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Ready.
A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Love. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
Off the play fake, Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 49 yards. And the Packers are on the board here first in the season opener. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Back to throw. Fields. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
On 1st down, right back to Herbert. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Well, for these Bears here, Charles, year 3 for Justin Fields. He's just 5-20 as a starter through those first 2 seasons. But you think he's potentially poised for a breakout 2023?
I certainly do, and it's because of his talent and watching what his organization has done around him. They've told him, you're going to be our quarterback. and we're going to get you better pieces in order for you to expand your game. I expect Justin Fields to break out in a big way, especially throwing the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, and it's third down. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, Monday.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I wanted to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00? Like Jim Otto used to wear, or Kenny Burrow used to wear. Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw now. Here's Love. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Here's Jones on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all,
and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago! Chase Claypool. 69 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And that time he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, is what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route. Often against the safety, you like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. Love now. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watt. And it's a fumble. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Love. That's taken in by Watson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings for some reason it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now Love. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. These two teams all tied after one.
Let's go.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Love now on 2nd down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Here's Love. And it'll be intercepted. intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score touchdowns. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he'll go down the number 4, getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Herbert powering up the middle. Down at the 25.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here we go.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. On the option left is Fields. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Here we go.
Here's 3rd and 6. Fields now to throw. That is caught by Herbert. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. And he is going to have the Bears 1st down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs.
I think in this situation, all you want to do is make sure your guys are set up front. No one jumps, no penalties. Sometimes we even call cadence, just go and pick it up.
Yeah, because it's on them. I mean, the quarterback's job's pretty easy there.
It really is. You talk about inches, just go get it.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Read option. Here's Herbert. And he's brought down. 67 yards rushing for him in his 1st half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
But there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a...
Got his man. What's caught for Chicago touchdown. Robert Tonyan there to make the grab. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He'll complete this one to Watson. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a first down.
Over 600 yards and a rookie receiver, best 7 touchdowns in 2022. Not a shabby debut for Watson, but the Packers need to develop into a #1 for one of the league's youngest and least experienced receiver rooms.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Love looking to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10. Now the toss to Jones, rolling right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Throwing. Love. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love finds his receiver, Watson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Love from the gun on 3rd down. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Misconnection there. He's hit almost 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
31 yards on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Well, he's been the guy. Already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now Fields. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
So the first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Hey, check Mega. Ready.
Jones will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with. 35 seconds until the break. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they in nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. On the return is Jones from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Chase Claypool, touchdown, Chicago! Chase Claypool, as the first half is winding down. And the Bears have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Nixon now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Okay, ready?
Final play of the half, Love. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Starting on the ground with Herbert. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Another carry for Herbert on second down. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Moore, the man in motion. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Fields on first down. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. On 2nd and 10, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Fields going to keep it running right. A beautiful fake. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To throw is Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. A handoff for Herbert. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 85 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here we go. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Easy.
Fields. Completes it nearly on the slant.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly. And
touchdown, Bears!
John Wall moving.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Play fake. Here's Love. And incomplete on the deep ball.
sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Glove. That's taken in by Watson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Now Love. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. Carlson on for the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And his throw is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it, doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's good for the Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
No jump, ready?
Play action. It's Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Herbert now on the option. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Packers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
A 2nd down throw for Love. His throw incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good, even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense. They actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
On 3rd down, Love. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
You're not going to get any better opportunities than that to take the lead in the 4th quarter. He's got a man wide open. But, oh, my goodness. Just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
Jones on the return. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
Here we go, son.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Gary was proving his 2021 was no fluke. Had 6 sacks in 9 games before a torn ACL. Ended his 2022 early. Looks like he's back in full form with plays like that.
Back to throw. Fields. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Fields now to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. To throw now. Here's Love. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. from the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Kyler Gordon puts it off. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. But we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out when they punted the football.
Yeah, breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
Still on his feet. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, 51 yards. And the Bears strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. The sack there by Rasheem Green. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Love now. Man open, here is Jones. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
On 1st and 10, Love. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down, another shot for Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jones. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Taken at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts. So we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Here we go. Good.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Here we go.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. All eyes on Fields. That is intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Now the Bears going to call the 1st of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Love looking to throw it. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on.
Oh, man. Late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Love. That is caught. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
And they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Love. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That was a corner blitz, and it was Kyler Gordon getting in there for the sack.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it's all come down to this for Anders Carlson. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And he got it. The kick is good. The rookie in his first NFL game hits it as time expires. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win. So for Green Bay, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.